It first started out with I felt really alone during the whole process, and I wanted other women not to feel alone. And it really snowballed into really generating an understanding about the whole thing and building empathy and humanizing the situation, and really outside of the supporting of other women, it really became the awareness of it all so people could understand, and I could actually start eliminating the us versus them mentality of the pro-choice and the pro-lifers.
So some of the feedback that you've been seeing, you mentioned a little bit about it, but what have some of the responses been like, Brittany? And how has that kind of impacted you moving forward? Hearing from some of these women, what has that been like for you hearing these stories?
It definitely made me feel more comfort, right? Suddenly I was like, oh my goodness. I had support before then, but then now I had like support of a tremendous amounts of women. And the response was amazing. I was expecting a lot more haters, right? I really was. And as the days go on, I get a few of those. But and it's really, again, I'm really interested in just hearing both sides. Like it's like, well, that's interesting that they say that, but in general, such a good response, and it relieved me and it made me go, okay, I got a really good response. And I'm going to continue to tell my story. I'm going to continue to tell them how the healing journey is and continue opening up my life, which has been a real nerve-wracking thing for me.
And that's the other thing I wanted to ask you about is how has the podcast and the blog helped you personally kind of through your own journey as you are going through this process?
Healed me. I'm still healing, but it also like healed and supported me. Like I was the week after my abortion. Now I guess I'm day 8 after my abortion. Was a horrendous week, and I just like to get people behind it. I was in pain. I was grieving the loss of a baby. And even though I chose an abortion, there's still a grieving process that people don't understand. So writing it out and putting it through words, on my podcast, on my blog, was a process for me. It was a healing journey. Like I didn't write this blog or shoot the podcast to be like, oh, look at this. Like it was all, like, I have to admit, it was all like, I got to put my story out here so people can really see the realness of it, like right away.